This message is about what to do and what your options are when you sense you've been asked an illegal interview question. First, it's a really good thing that you got the interview. It meant your paperwork was good, your references were probably good, and they will call your references. It means that think of it as the finals of an event, and you're in the finals. Now, the other things in the interview document are all positive. There's a section on page 2 that's kind of negative. It's about the illegal questions. And we would like to say that the organizations where you work would never ask an illegal question. We wish they wouldn't. We wish all human resources people knew the rules and were up to date on the rules. But let's just imagine that they've asked you an illegal interview question. Let's assume for the sake of this one that you're a female, let's say, med-lab technician student. And the interviewer, knowingly or unknowingly, asks you the question, are you going to have a child? Do you think you'll become pregnant? Here are your options. Option 1, you can inform them that they've asked an illegal question. It's a question that infringes upon your rights, and it's a private matter. The problem is telling them that they've asked an illegal question may not be helpful. It would depend how you told them. For instance, saying, I'd like to not answer that question because it's been determined that that's illegal. I hope it doesn't have anything to do with my employment. It may not help to do that. A second thing, and it's more dramatic, is to report. So that's option 2. Report, say, to the Department of Labor or to the boss of the HR person. That probably will take more people than just you. Someone else probably would have had to report that. There would have to be a trend for authorities to get involved in that, and it may mean that they might react negatively. We'll assume for the moment that they did it intentionally and they know it. Well, they may decide not to hire you, and you may not want to work for an organization like that. There's a third choice. One is to just kind of cave in and answer the question. A student that we know, when asked if she planned to become pregnant and have a family, said, yes, I hope so. That is discriminatory, and they shouldn't ask that question, and you should not be required to answer it. But there's a fourth choice, and it's one we really suggest. When they asked, do you plan to have a family or do you have a family, let's assume that they were doing it in a way that's not malicious. They're not thinking, oh, well, gee, you'll be gone for a while. We'll have to have a replacement. You'll be using your pregnancy leave. Okay? Let's assume for this one that they weren't being mean. They're just asking. Okay? The question really means, are you going to be here? So if they ask that med-lab tech student, and it's a female in this case, do you plan to be pregnant or have a family? They're really saying, are you going to be here? And if you answer the real question, you can say, you know, my record at Lake Area Tech was outstanding in terms of attendance. The 2 part-time jobs I had during those 2 years at Lake Area Tech, I didn't miss a day of work. And there were days where I could have, but I chose to work anyway. So you're really answering the question, are you going to be here? And that is probably, in our opinion, the best way to answer the question that might be illegal. Good luck in your interview, and the other reminders are pretty clear. You should practice. You should prepare ahead of time. You should compare to other people who have been interviewed, either in that company or in similar companies. The best thing you can do about the interview is practice it, be prepared, and win the interview so you get the good job.